What is up, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. In this one, we got a war recap of WHF taking on North Watchers in CWL Invite Week number 7. I do want to send a huge congratulations and a great game to everyone in WHF and over in North Watchers. It was a lot of fun, and it came down to the very end. As you can see down the stats below, the hit rates for everything, the score, and the breakdowns and everything is right there. But it was such a fun war. We came down to the final attacks, and I've got a handful to recap in this video. All right, so the first one we are going to recap is going to be Johnny Clash coming in right here, and he's going to come in with a Kill Squad Laloon. But what is he going to come in with a Kill Squad with? Well, he's got a Golem. A Golem is going to lead the charge in this base just through here. So let's go ahead and see. He drops the Golem, and then he drops the Wall Wrecker. So the whole point of the Golem is to tank all of those defenses right there. So as you can see, he's going to push his way into the base here, and the Golem was tanking for everything, and which is going to let the Wall Wrecker push its way through, and the Queen is going to follow right in. So as you can see, the Golem's coming back, but he got into the base just like that, and now he's going to use a Rage Spell and the Valkyries, who are then going to be able to push through that next wall right there. And what did they take down? One, they removed a huge section right here, and they removed the enemy Queen, which is absolutely critical in these attacks. So let's go ahead and see what he's going to do next here. As you can see, drop in a minion to help clean up a little bit, but now he's going to come in with the Lalo. Where is the sweeper? Well, there's a sweeper right here, right? So it's pointing this way. So which way do you think he's going to come, right? He's going to fly that way. The sweeper is now down, so he's going to fly right into these air defenses just like that. The lava is going to lead the charge, direct target each one of these defenses. He could have used a little bit more loons on here. I remember when I saw it live, I knew the balloons were going to get picked off because there wasn't enough. Remember, what you want to drop is 4 balloons on a wizard tower to take it down one shot. But if there's a Seeking Air Mine, it's going to slow that down. So you can see he ended up having to go back to it, but he was able to overpower the base. Beautiful job using the Golem to grab a huge value and be able to get to the Queen and that CC. Out comes some Skellies, but he drops that heal through the Skelly right there. And the Wizard or the Archer is going to help clean up along with the minions. The King was on the Town Hall, and he went that way. And now it's just a matter of using a Rage to the back end and then freezing that Wizard Tower. So beautiful hit here by Johnny. This was a fresh hit, so he didn't know where any of the traps or what was in the CC. So beautiful job on this 10v10 kind of Kill Squad Lalo, getting tons of value on it in this war. So the next one we are going to take a look at is going to be another one that's going to be a fresh 10v10. So let's go ahead and check that out. So this one's going to be SirBacon coming in on 28, and he does kind of the same entry, the Golem, the Wall Wrecker, pushing in to get the Queen and the CC. But this time, he comes in with Hogs, not the Lalo portion. So let's see where SirBacon wants to push into the space to get the enemy Queen and the CC. And usually you want to take out as much splash as you can when you're coming in with Hogs. So you're going to see the Golem lead the charge, right? And then the Wall Wrecker is going to fly across this way. Remember, has to come across from the Town Hall. Does have one Goblin on the Town Hall to make sure it goes down. This was a fresh hit as well, so he wanted to definitely get that 2-star kind of guaranteed. So the next attempt on it didn't have to worry. But anyways, this Wall Wrecker is pretty full health because of that Golem tanking quite a while, and now it's going to continue to push in. The Queen's going to step into this area, which is going to let the Valkyries just go straight for her and take her down. The Valkyries also help take out all the Skellies from the Witch, so it helped take those down really quickly. So now you're going to see the Hog attack, right? So the Golem and the Wall Wrecker and the Queen took out a huge value right here, and now the Hogs are going to lead the way just like this. Remember, you don't want to drop all your Hogs in the beginning. You're going to drop a handful of them here, then you want to pick off the defenses. So he still has 8 more. He's going to drop them on this mortar, so these Hogs don't have to go on the outside. They can stay cruising right through the middle of this base. The King is going to actually end up, he wants to use the King on the enemy King, since the King can be sniped, right? So if you can grab the King, the CC, the Queen, and your Hogs don't have to deal with any of that, that would be wonderful. But the King ends up running towards the Hogs. He wanted to use the King on the enemy King, but wasn't able to do that. and these hogs are going to continue through the space. So he got a ton of value with that golem leading the charge, and then the wall wrecker behind it, and then allowed the queen then to follow in to get the rest of that base down. As you can see, drops the heal spell on these kind of final defenses here. The hogs are going to move through. There's not too many left, but he was able to get that fresh 10v10. Beautiful hit by SirBacon. All he has to remove now is this king platform. You don't have to kill the king, just got to get that platform for the official 3-star. And as you can see, now the hogs will go ahead and grab that one. So now the next one we're going to go ahead is 11v11, and that one was a fresh hit as well. All right, so this is Flexi Graham coming in on number 15, hooked. And what is Flexi Graham going to do? It's going to be a queen walk, hog attack. He's going to use this wall wrecker in an interesting way, right? You want to get to the enemy queen. So why is he starting from all the way on here, and the Inferno is right where the queen would walk? So if he keeps walking the queen this way, the Inferno would lock on, and the queen can't take it out. So that means if he's going to walk near the Inferno, he has to break in. So that's exactly what he does. Takes the wall wrecker to bust this wall and keep going. He ends up taking in the Warden just in case to make sure that he gets as deep as he can. Drops that freeze on that single target. So now the queen has nowhere to go but into the base. And he also had some of the kind of pig off those buildings right there. Drops another freeze on the CC. And then the king ends up actually wrapping around to follow into the space here. And now there's a nice channel. So he did it perfectly so that it would take out this channel right here. So that gives him access to the queen. Now our queen is going to step up and grab this expo right there. And she's going to actually want to bang on that wall. He was probably thinking the queen would get to this eagle. But nonetheless, she's going to go ahead and clear this section. Pops the ward ability actually on the troops in the core with the king. So the king's actually going to be able to tank a little bit as he's moving through. So he's got a raid spell for the hogs near the eagle, because he was planning to use the queen to remove the eagle, but she just went on her own on the outside. And so he had no idea where the Teslas were as well, because this was a fresh hit. So beautiful job using now the hogs through the base just like that. And the queen is still up. Look at that. And he still has one more heal spell to use on this base. And you're going to most likely see it in this area, because that's probably where you would guess some giant bombs are. And there's the heal spell right there. You got your wizards cleaning up around the base as your hogs are going to finish it off right here. The warden comes up and joins in. Uses his kind of, not his ability, but his lasting effect there to keep the hogs up a little bit more HP. And there you go, Flexi Graham getting that 11v11 fresh with the queen walk hog attack. Beautiful job. Now it's just a matter of cleanup and gets it done. So the next one we're going to do is going to be another 11v11, but this one is going to be done with a dragon, not an electric dragon, but a regular dragon in the blimp. All right, so this one is going to be Flexi Graham coming in with the kind of Sui heroes, and look at this. He's doing a Sui hero with no Skelly spell, no ram. So that means there has to be something in this blimp in order to kill this queen. How is he going to kill it? Well, let's go ahead and see. He's got a dragon in that blimp. So that means there's going to be a dragon and some loons, because it can't hold 40 since it's only a Town Hall 11. So what is he going to do? Well, he's going to use the king on the outside to funnel down here, right? Then he's going to want to get the queen right here. Why does he drop the queen here? Well, interesting enough, he wants the queen to be able to step up and grab this area right here. That's why this baby dragon was right there. So this baby dragon was dropped, and then balloons in after. So the baby dragon was tanking and was taking out that area to keep the queen in this area. If this stuff was still up, the queen probably could have walked all the way around. Pops the ability and is able to step up and remove that air defense. As you can see here, there is only 1, 2, 3 tiles, and that means the queen can reach over the 3 tiles and hit that AD. So maybe if this AD was actually one tile further in, the queen wouldn't be able to grab it. But in this case, she was able to. So very nice job at identifying that. And now where are the sweepers? So he's actually going to fly kind of not into them per se, but let's see the sweeper that's right here, and then this sweeper that's right here. Interesting. Why would you ever, you would think, okay, well, you would probably want to fly this way from behind him. Well, look at this area right here. This area could be a big pain if you try to fly that way. But what he's going to do, he's going to fly with the Warden, and then the Lava Hound's going to go in, and this blimp is going to be responsible for removing the queen. So as you can see, the blimp is going to make its way right here. Well, where's the queen's area? The queen's area is right in here. So as you can see, the blimp will cross the queen's area right here. So that means she's going to step up and start shooting at it. So now let's go ahead and see this blimp. It's going to fly across. This lava is going to hover right over the queen. You're going to see a rage spell come out right over here, and get ready for a dragon to come out. Remember, there's no skelly spell, so something has to be responsible for killing this queen, and that's going to be that dragon right there. So he then freezes the queen, the air defense, and the sweeper. Beautiful freeze right there. And that dragon is then going to move on to the enemy queen after it takes care of the skellies and pops the Warden ability over it. Down goes the queen. So if you are not too familiar with the skelly spell, a dragon in the blimp can work as long as you can get that blimp with the dragon to pop right over where the queen is. Then the dragon can go for the enemy queen. So beautiful job here by Flexi Graham getting the triple 11v11. This wasn't fresh, but he did get it on the second try here. Beautiful hit, ends up getting it, had plenty of time. The queen's still up. The queen never went down in this raid here, as you can see right there. And she's just working on some walls, and now she moves around, and that will be the 3-star. Beautiful job, Flexi Graham, on this 11v11. Now, for the final raid is going to be a 12v12. All right, so for the final attack here is Wise Man coming in on number 3 Agent's Hero. And let's go and take a look at the space here. Remember, Town Hall 12s have 3 Inferno Towers now. 1, 2, and 3. You got 2 multis and a single. You got a sweeper protecting here, a sweeper protecting here. He's pretty much saying you don't want to use the Electrum because of the sweeper. So what does he decide to do? He's going to drop 1 balloon here on the mortar to take it down. The 1 balloon drop and the death of the balloon is enough to take out that mortar right there. It's not a max mortar, so is it enough to do it. Drops the wizard to help clear this. The king's going to run this way. What's the point of the king? One, he knew there's a giant bomb because there was a hit already on the space. So he knew there's a giant bomb there. But then he also wants to break into this section. This wizard tower can be a little sketchy if the wall breakers target this wall. So he sees they target, so they would be out of range anyways, but he drops the freeze to ensure that the wall breakers get in because he wants the queen to step up and remove all of this. Then you're going to see a lava baby dragon come out. If you see a lava hound come out and your queen is right here, pop the queen instantly because you don't want to pop that lava hound. You don't want those pups all over the base taking out your troops. And so he does have a baby dragon. He's going to end up pulling this baby dragon all the way to the corner with the minion. This lava is not going to move. And then you're going to see him take that baby dragon out with his baby dragon and a poison. But he probably did not actually need that poison as long as he gets his baby dragon down first to remove it. Uses an archer to pull the lava hound to the corner so he doesn't have to worry about it. Let's say his lava pups pop, and then they would be targeting onto the hound. And look at this. He's got a nice clump of balloons here so they could go 1 shot here, 1 shot here, and then 1 shot there. Beautiful job there. Now he's got the next lava hound flying across over the town hall. You're going to see a rage spell and the earthquake. Remember, the earthquake activates the town hall to make it become a defense. Otherwise, if you don't, it can be a big problem. You might just not get it because look, he's not at 52%. Only at 52% does the town hall activate, or if it's damaged, and the earthquake does damage it. Comes across the base right here with the blimp so that this air defense can target it. Balloons are making their way around, right? He doesn't have enough balloons here in the core to get to this eagle and take that down. So now it's just a matter of kind of being able to overpower this. And the eagle is going to fire onto these balloons, but he does have a heal spell to get it. And then once they get here, you're going to see a perfect split for these balloons. He did get a little lucky on the split here, but he was able to get the 3-star. You're going to see the haste spell come over the wizard tower there. So look at that split, gets it down. There was a single target. If this was a multi-target Inferno in the back end, that would have been a big problem. He finds a tornado trap, but it's not going to last too long. He's going to be able to overpower that wizard tower and that single target Inferno right there. And then it's just a matter of cleanup. The beautiful hit for the 12v12 on number 3 by Wise Man. As you guys can see, the stats are down below. We did actually only go 1 for 8 12v12, so didn't do our best performance. Our 11s did clear the other 11s, so that was wonderful. That came in clutch to help us get that victory, and our 10s did a great job cleared 23 of them. Ended up using some more to get the kind of scouts on the 11s to give our 11s a better chance at getting that 3-star. But as you can see, we did get the victory for this week in week number 7 of CWL Invite. And again, GG to everyone over in North Watchers. It was great warring against you. And I wish you guys the best of luck for the rest of the season. And that's going to wrap up this video here today. If you guys enjoyed it, make sure you go ahead and hit that like button. And if you haven't already, go ahead and subscribe to the channel down below. Turn on that bell to get notifications every time I upload a video at 7 a.m. Central Standard Time. But yeah, I hope you guys all have a wonderful day. And I'll see you guys next time. Carbonfin signing out. Peace.